and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, it is the return of the JSI Racing 360 Sprint Car Series. The first up on the program will be the non-wings, and tonight we have right here in the sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway plays host to round number. I'll get back to that one. I'm not sure what round it is, but welcome. We hope you all have enjoyed a good year. Brock Lewis 18.5.16. He's the man that goes quick time here tonight as we watch right now the 79, the Methanol Moonshine entry of Daniel Boyd. Tyler Bish in Allure Esports. Horsham Off-Road car number 41 machine. Trying to beat the time of 18.5.16 and 18.5.16. Tyler Bish. And I believe we've just been given the green flag right now. Brady Bowman on the racetrack as well. Lap number one for Tyler Bish at 18.955 and 18.955. Brady Baldwin stops there on the racetrack. Brady shoot. In car number 15. He was good towards the end of last year. We'll see if he can pick it up at where he left off. Clayton Tilley meanwhile goes quick time with an 18.338 and 18.33. Didn't 2 tenths quicker nearly. In the number 51 machine shoot, that's 18.562 and 18.562. We're looking at 26 cars signed into the pit area for tonight. We'll call from race control. The 26 cars will start tonight's main event. We're looking at 2 minutes left in the qualifying session. Randy Bowen in the SM Sim Sports, number 7 machine. Lap time coming through. Brady Baldwin third, quick with an 18.516. 18.516 in that NQ7. Receiving an improvement on that time on lap number 2, and no, slow with an 18.544. 18.544. We're still waiting on 3 cars to go out there and take a lap time. This is Ricky Stewart in car number 26. Ricky Stewart in car 26. Again, we did mention earlier, big setup racing. And a big thanks to the wonderful sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Big thank you. You can see those up on the top left of the screen, of course, SRT Australia, World of Thunder Esports League, Heatwaves Designs, and of course Rocket Racing setups for their support with Ultimate Dirt TV. Again, top right will be the sponsors for tonight's racing. Ricky Stewart 19.326 and 19.326. He's the 24th car to take a lap time. We're just waiting on Jason Burke and Jason Crawford. Ricky Stewart, his second lap is quicker with a 19.266 and 19.266. He jumps to position number 20. So just waiting on 2 final drivers. In fact, that will wrap up qualifying here tonight. Clayton Tilley with an 18.338. Goes quick time here tonight. Let's take a look at those official results for you up on your screen. Yes, if you want to get your company down there, but you can sponsor Ultimate Dirt TV as Clayton Tilley for Momentum Sim Sports 18.388.177, quicker than Brock Lewis and Brady Baldwin. And those 3 drivers will start on pole of heat races number 1, 2, and 3. Braden Shute, Blake Walsh, Aston Hill, they'll start on the outside of the front row for heats 1, 2, and 3. That rounds out the top 6. Pilot, Bish, Stewart, and O'Brien there for the top 10 drivers here tonight. As we get set for heat race number 1, it's time to go trackside. Take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. And we're Just going to fix this up on the fly. There we go. Clayton Tilley lines up on the front row in pole position. Braden Shute, the 15, to roll off at a position at number 2. Rolling off at a position number 3 will be the 55 of William Pilot. To his outside in the 17, that's Cameron O'Brien, lines up at a position number 4. Corey Borden in the 7 will start position number 5. Daniel Boyd will roll off at a position number 6. Ross Kaiser from the USA will start position number 7. Lachlan Beneath out of position number 8. Jason Crawford set to line up out of position number 9. Nothing like fixing things up on the fly. There we go. We'll save that one as it is. So, again, heat race number 1. 3 heat races on the program for tonight. It's the return of the JSI Racing 360 non-wins. And we'll follow it up with the winged sprint car side of things. Again, all fixed it up racing. Track got reset to 20% for qualifying, and hopefully should stick it up by the end of the night. Again, 3 heat races, 8 laps in the distance. I believe we're looking at our top 4 going straight through, but with all cars going to start the main event, I can't see any reason why we would need those consolation races, but if we do happen to come across them, we'll see 1 or at most 2 dual B mains. Tilley and Shute can't go until the RSing green flag is out. There it is, green flag is out, we're underway. Tilley will get the jump, he gets the whole shot down into turnable 1 and 2. Look at Cameron O'Brien looking up on the inside there on Braden Shute, but Shute ends off the challenge there on lap number 1. O'Brien gets a little loose there in front of Pilot as Shute trying to come after Tilley. Everybody else themselves nice and spread out at the moment. Pilot in the JSI Racing number 55 machine, keeping an eye on Daniel Boyd as well. There's Borden in that number 7 machine, and Ross Kaiser, Jason Crawford, Lachlan Maneve, who did not start. Unfortunately, finds himself not sure whether he'll be out of the event or whether he might have to come and start from the back of the field. As you're watching Tilley and Shute, we're leading them down the back straight away. They went past the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum. Number 1 of 3 on the program here tonight, and still Clayton Tilley, who is under some heavy pressure right now from Braden Shute. Car length separating the pairs. Tilley looks to open up the advantage right now down into turn number 3 and 4. Over the 1 corner entry there for Braden Shute. He might just have to learn from that mistake. Cross flag sticks around. Tilley gets a little too sideways, backs it into the turn. You've got a challenge for the race lead. Side by side, Shute on the outside. Tilley up on the inside. He'll look for the slide jump down into turn number 3 and 4, but Shute stays in the throttle and drives around the outside. What a power move in the 15 entry, the outdoor cleaning start. And Tilley's now got his work cut out for him because Braden Shute picking up right where he left off after last year in about 3 or 4 week break for the JSI Racing League. Popsicle sticks are out 2 to run. Now William Pilot up in position 3, Daniel Boyd 4, Ross Kaiser around back to top 5, Cameron O'Brien back to 6, Corey Borden in 7, and Jason Crawford, who found himself back on pit road. But right now, your battle for the 1 and 2 positions right now, coming to a head with 1 to go, this time by half a mile for Braden Shute. Shoot continues to lead the way through the first couple of turns. He'll find himself just 2 turns away from a main event pole position start here, and looks like he will get the job done. Shoot will win. Tilly will go in second. Parlin in third. Boyd going to round out your top 4. The Methanol Moonshine, number 79 entry. Fifth is going to be tight. It'll be Ross Kaiser, then followed by Cameron O'Brien, Corey Borden, and Jason Crawford. Wrapping up the 8 cars in heat race number 1. Let's take a look at those official results for you. Braden Shute confirmed your winner in car 15. Clayton Tilley second, winning pilot. Daniel Boyd, Ross Kaiser, your top 5. Cameron O'Brien, Corey Borden, Jason Crawford, your top 8. And Lachlan Manif, who did not start the grid. Heat number 2. Take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole, it'll be Brock Lewis. On his outside, it'll be Blake Walsh. Tyler Bish roll off at a position number 3. Brad O'Brien starts position number 4. Position 5 will be Riley Simpson to his outside. It'll be Jeremy Frid out of position number 6. Ricky Stewart lines up out of position number 7. Position number 8 will be Mitchell Cartwright. Brock Lewis did not make the call for heat race number 2. Flag is out, Walsh and Bish keeping on O'Brien as well. O'Brien, well, look out. O'Brien going to go upside down. We stay green. Yeah, certainly not on lap number 3, that's for sure. We're trying to get that fixed up. Just fix itself up here in a couple of laps. Walsh continues to lead from Talovish, running in second position. Right now, as there goes Riley Simpson, sneaking up into position number 4. Meanwhile, O'Brien around the outside on Cartwright. Look out, Simpson. That's Riley Simpson, the 06 machine. Got a handful of a race car at the moment. Top 3 have just checked themselves out from the rest of the field. Short of the 26 machine, the midfield group entry up on the inside there. Riley Simpson, they'll bang wheels in the centre of turn number 1 and 2. Mitchell Cartwright just watching these drivers just sort themselves out here. Esports. Porsche off-road, number 41 entry of Tyler Bish running in second position right now. And Blake Walsh continues to lead the field here in heat number 2. Fred now under some pressure here from Brad O'Brien. O'Brien to run up on the inside, he'll throw the slider on Fred, but Fred will turn it back underneath him. We'll get clear of him by a couple of car lengths, well clear of a couple of car lengths is O'Brien now. Has to reclaim third position down in the turn number 3 and 4. Slide job down the edge to the turn number 4. Money.com at number 14, Jeremy Fred back there into position 4 right now. As coming up to the white flag is Blake Walsh. Look out, Tyler Bish driving a little too deep into turn number 3 and 4, but he gathered to back up and found himself with a good exit off turn number 4, but time is running out. The driver running in second spot with Blake Walsh looks to continue a dominating display here in heat race number 2. Out of turn 4 this time by to the checkered flag. He will win. Number 2, Blake Walsh. Tyler Bish in second. Brad O'Brien recovers back to third. Jeremy Fritz in fourth. Ricky Stewart going to round out your top 5. Riley Simpson in 6th. Mitchell Cartwright in 7th. With Brock Lewis. Did not start tonight's main event. Heat number 2. So heat 2 results. Blake Walsh gets the win. Talavish in second. Brad O'Brien, Jeremy Fred. Ricky Stewart, Riley Simpson, Mitchell Cartwright, and Brock Lewis. We are just trying a few different things on the fly here. We'll get heat race number 3 results up in just a few moments' time. So heat 3 on screen. Brady Baldwin for SM Simsports. He'll start on pole. He's outside. That'll be Aston Hurley, position number 2. Riley Stewart lines up at a position number 3. Position number 4. He's going to be Max Bevander. He's out back to the 3rd row inside. That'll be Jason Veracali. And Justin Wright lines up at a position number 6. Dylan DeBono lines up at a position 7. And Cahill Gray lines up at a position number 8. Set for a start. Baldwin and Hurley on the front row. Time to slow down. There we go. Green flag is out. It's going to be Baldwin to lead from Bevan. Hurley back there in 2nd position. Oh, one car into the wall. That looks like it's going to be Dylan DeBono. With this car. The Aston Hurley continues to chase down to Brady Baldwin to the number 1 position. Oh, looks like we've lost timing. We'll keep it going. Shouldn't be too quiet at all, man. Should be right on the money, actually. I'll try and pick up our timing and scoring issue. Not sure why it's giving us grief, but it is. This is really frustrating. Hopefully get it fixed during the warm-up session. When it rains, it pours, that's for sure. What do you do? Checkered flag is out, Baldwin wins. We are going to just take a quick commercial break. We'll get this figured out and be with you guys in just a second. Alright, hopefully we're back. We will bring up those Heat 3 results for you. Baldwin, Hurley, Stewart, Bevan and Varacali, the top 5. Gray, Wright and DeBono, the 8 cars. And this is the B main. I believe all 10 cars on the racetrack will transfer. So Ross Kaiser and Ricky Stewart, row 1. Row 2, Jason Varacali and Cameron O'Brien. Row 3, Riley Simpson and Cahill Gray. Row number 4 going to be Corey Borden and Mitchell Cartwright. Row 5, Justin Wright and Jason Crawford. Brock Lewis, Dylan DeBono and Lachlan Manif as the scheduled 13 drivers. We can confirm only 10 made the call. Straight into the main event after this one. Again, all cars will transfer, and this will be just for better starting positions in the main event tonight. Green flag is out. Keep an eye on Ricky Stewart. Keep an eye on Ross Kaiser in at number 20 machine, out in front right now. Varacali up the inside. Cameron O'Brien, meanwhile, trying the bottom side of the racetrack here next to the turn number 4. He'll look for the move into turn number 1 and 2. Look for the power move, but can't make the move. And here comes Riley Simpson now. Back up the inside, takes over 4th position. Cameron O'Brien gets out of the gas, and now here comes Simpson now looking for 3rd. Meanwhile, Kaiser into the wall. There may have been some contact there with Ricky Stewart in the 26, but we're 3 wide in B main number 1. Simpson hard into the fence there. Slide job by the 18 of Varacali, but Ricky Stewart navigating his way back to the front, but it was only momentarily. As your leader in the 18 is now look out. Oh, Cameron O'Brien really drifted that car to the top side of the racetrack. Right up near the fence in turns 3 and 4. He'll look for the slider line down into 1 and 2 as Riley Simpson in that 06 machine looking to put himself back up near the front into a top 3 position. And well, he tagged him and he went upside down. O'Brien able to not get out of that one scot-free, but you see that Lewis Plumbing number 6 entry of Brock Lewis, the 8, sorry. Followed by Justin Wright and Jason Crawford. So 6 cars left in B main competition for the JSI Racing 360 non-wing sprint cars here at the virtual Knoxville Raceway. Sliding up is going to be both your leader of Varacali in the 18 and Ricky Stewart in that number 26 machine. We are looking at just 4 circuits to go here at the virtual Knoxville Raceway. sprint car capital of the world. Welcome you all back to Ultimate Dirt TV for the JSI Racing 360 sprint cars, both non-wing and wing. So 2 shows on the program for tonight. Looking forward to seeing what the winged guys can do later on. 3 circuits to go, 1.5 miles to run. Ricky Stewart tried to catch up, but unfortunately that just looks to be starting to expand as we come into the final stages of this B main. O'Brien still runs in 3rd, Lewis in 4th. Wright in 5th, and Jason Crawford back to 6th. You see a couple of cars back on pit road, 4 of them. Simpson, Kaiser, Gray and Cartwright, but their nights are not done just yet, because now, speaking of not done just yet, it's the 26th now. Ricky Stewart closing in on the race leader into turn number 3 and 4, and he's been pretty quick the last couple of laps. He drifts it high, trying to get it and trying to keep that momentum up on the top side of the racetrack. White flag is out, 1 to run. Little nudge to the rear nerf bar from Stewart to your race leader, but now that's going to do it for Ricky Stewart. He should be too far back to make anything happen in turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Veracali will get the win. Second will go to the 26th of Ricky Stewart. Cameron O'Brien will round out the top 3. Brock Lewis home in 4th. Justin Wright rounds out your top 5. Jason Crawford finishing back down in 6th position. As the fireworks, they are lighting up the virtual sky here at the Knoxville Raceway. B main results up on your screen. Veracali, Stewart, O'Brien, Wright, Crawford your top 5. Lewis, Simpson, Gray, Kaiser and Cartwright drivers that took to the racetrack in the B main. 11, 12, 13. They're still going to transfer, but they're going to start at the back, and I don't even think they're in the service. So Braden Shute and Blake Walsh will start on pole on the front row. Brady Baldwin, Clayton Tilley in row number 2. Tyler Bish and Aston Hurley in row 3. A couple of new teammates starting on that 3rd row. William Pilot and Brad O'Brien lines up at a 7th and 8th. 9th to be Riley Stewart, your B main winner. In fact, no, was it? Veracali, your B main winner. I've gone 4 positions too early. Stewart in 9th. Daniel Boyd rounds out the top 10. Jeremy Frid will start position number 11. Max Bevan lines up at a position number 12. Your B main winner from 13th, Jason Veracali. Ricky Stewart to his outside. Cameron O'Brien out of position 15. Justin Wright 16th. Jason Crawford 17th. 18th to be Brock Lewis. 19th Riley Simpson. 20th spot to be Cahill Gray, and it should be what should be the final row. Ross Kaiser and Mitchell Cartwright in positions number 21 and 22. Looks like the 23rd, 24th and 25th starters did not make the call. The driver's just been given the 1 to green signal. The light fireworks will stop here on the back straight away. And 35 laps in distance around this wonderful, wonderful facility. So they eventually stop just as we're coming to the green flag. We go racing down in the turn number 1 and 2 for the main event for 35 laps. Braden Shute will get the early jump on the field, but not for long, because here comes Blake Walsh with a big slide jump down into turn number 3 and 4. You wait for the 1 and 2 spot. Now maximum of 3 cautions should be needed, but that's all they would get. So once we get the 3rd caution, they will get no more cautions. Here comes Walsh now to the inside again, the left front, catching the infield berm as Tilley now looking to get the daily double, 2 for the price of 1. Look out. Shoot. And Brad O'Brien makes contact with Clayton Tilley to the race lead. Baldwin runs in second. Then you go back to Aston Hurley's. Now Baldwin gets a run here on Braden Shoot down into turn number 3 and 4. Drives it deep into the turn. Has to check up just a little bit because, man, he was so close to getting into the back of Clayton Tilley. Meanwhile, Aston Hurley all over the back of Shoot down into 1 and 2. Brad O'Brien started on the outside of row 4. He's up to position number 5. But, man, look at Shoot. He returns the favour with a big slide job on Brady Baldwin. Baldwin turns it back underneath, gets plenty of drive down off the exit of turn number 4. You wait for second and third right now is on Mike Donkey Kong. Man, what about Shoot and Baldwin? Aston Hurley, best seat in the house right now. I'll tell you what, it's time to listen up. But let's take a lap on board with Aston Hurley. And we watch this race by the instructions. But O'Brien just gotten by Aston Hurley for 4th position. Now O'Brien comes after 2nd and 3rd. The drivers are really working at it right now. O'Brien and Baldwin. They continue to trade sliders through turns 1 and 2. O'Brien has found his way to position number 3. Baldwin just slipping back to position 4. Meanwhile, Aston Hurley still rounds out the top 5. We are now 8 laps into a 35-lap main event. Everybody trying to stay up on the cushion through turn number 3 and 4. The different lines starting for these drivers to develop in turns 1 and 2. You see some drivers entering just above the slick, right in the middle, and some drivers entering right up on the cushion. Look out, we are yellow. Take a look at the Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Karlovic in the number 41 machine. Certainly not clear, that's for sure. That's the 97 of Blake Walsh. And Blake Evans, this is called iRacing, buddy. So not clear was Blake Walsh, and straight up into the 41 of Tyler Bish, and another happy start for Tyler Bish in the Blue Esports number 41 machine, Horsham off-road entry. So I believe caution laps will be counting as well. That's the reason why we give these drivers a maximum of 3 yellows. Looking out the back of your race leader, the 51 of Clayton Tilley. We start to see right now how slick this racetrack is getting. Yeah, the cushion developing there in turns 1 and 2 as he comes past the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum. Green flag set to fly for Clayton Tilley. Pace truck is in, we're back underway in the main event with Clayton Tilley getting a good jump over Braden Shoot. Brad O'Brien looking to slide into position 3, but can't make the pass into 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Baldwin trying to fend off a challenge there from Aston Hillier for that 4th position on the racetrack. Tilley, Shoot, O'Brien, Baldwin, Hurley, top 5. Look out, O'Brien into the wall and upside down. He gets back on all fours. And we might just be going yellow. But for the moment, we're staying green. Everybody else keeping their wits about them. Brock Lewis with a big moment in turns number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, that's Cameron O'Brien making his way up through the field. The battle for third right now. Here comes Hurley to the inside on Brady Baldwin, but Hurley got that on wing two sideways and lost all his momentum. 20 to run this time by for your race leader, Clayton Tilley, who holds about a 4/10 of a second lead over the 15, the outdoor cleaning 15 entry of Braden Shute. Shute tried to rally back by the 51 entry, but unable to do so at the moment. Again, just looked probably a little worse for wear in the first 5 to 10 laps of this main event, but as this race starts to go on, he starts to find that rhythm once again. Bit of muscle memory coming back into the number 15 machine, and now he's really starting to stay with Clayton Tilley, who the gap is now 3/10 of a second. So I'll tell you what, let's take a look at the slide out lap times. The drivers that come past the start and finish line, let's have a look at their previous lap. So he is a 10th and a half quicker right now. He is by far the quickest car on the racetrack. Braden Shute with a 19.825. Clayton Tilley, the only other driver so far in that sub 20 seconds. So a 19.8 last lap by 19.9 for Clayton Tilley. We'll see what they stop this time. She's Braden Shute quicker again, but man, there is nothing in it between them on that lap as now the battle starts to heat up. Here comes the slide of attempt into turns 3 and 4. Can he make the pass? No, he cannot. 19 down, 16 to run. It's Tilley up against Shute. Shute with a monster run through 1 and 2 on the cushion. Now he'll get to the inside. Slide jump for the lead into 3 and 4. You've got a new leader, but for how long? As here comes Tilley back to the inside. They drag race to the start finish line, and this time it's Tilley to return the favour down into 1 and 2. 15 to run right now for the drivers of Clayton Tilley and Braden Shute. Man, what a race this is. Shute went down low, but Clayton Tilley, he was very protective of that slider line going down into 3 and 4. And now Tilley looks to have broken the momentum up for the 15 entry of Braden Shute. But he's so good on the cushion through turn number 1 and 2. He gets another monster run. Down the back straight away, nose to tail. They both run the slider line. Baldwin still runs in third. Hurley in fourth. And Max Bevan rounds out your top 5. We stay focused on the drivers fighting it out for the number 1 and 2 position. Just see that left side ties in the left rear really pick up as the right rear just digs and eats into that cushion for the 15 of Braden Shute. And here he comes now to the outside. There's lap cars everywhere. Oh no. Oh, Shute must be filthy about that. Tilley must be loving it, but right now the battle is for 3rd and 4th. As Tilley is 1.6 seconds away from Braden Shute with that damage to the Shute entry. That may not be enough to get that 15 entry back up to the tail tank and the rear crash bar of the 51 machine of Clayton Tilley. Hurley and Baldwin again, they fight it out for the final spot on the podium. Tough going as we've got 10 to run this time by. We'll start lap number 26, so 25 or 35 are complete. Baldwin looking for a podium again after running the past couple of weeks in the new year, just before the end of the year last year. He found himself with some solid results in that NQ number 7 machine. Tilley at over a 2-second advantage right now, so there's certainly a little bit of less power in that 15 inch, but I'll tell you what, he's still doing a stellar performance to hold on to position number 2. Baldwin coming around the outside of Cameron O'Brien in that number 17 machine. We've got 8 to run, so a heat race distance left in this one as Clayton Tilley opens up a 2.5 second lead. We cycle through the field. Riley Stewart battling there with Jeremy Fridd as Fridd now looks to the inside. Jeremy Fridd up 4 positions. He started 11th. How about JC Crawford up 7? In 10th, Max Bevan from 12th up to position number 5. So good drive by Max. Lap cards of Jason Crawford in the 5 machine, just letting the 3rd and 4th place drivers go on by. Hurley trying to get the moisture down on the bottom side out of turn number 2 and down the back straight. Looks like we said a lot of the drivers putting their right rears up on the cushion above the slick all the way around. We've got 5 to run. Baldwin doing everything possible to hang on to the final spot on the podium. Will Hurley, will he go for the slaughter in 3 and 4? He can't make it. He was side by side, didn't have that good of a run. So he had to back out of the funnel and watch Brady Baldwin as he just drove on by. Braden Shute out of the event, so that puts Baldwin up to 2nd. Hurley up to position number 3. Max Bevan up to 4th. And Daniel Boyd rounds out the top 5. So as it stands, this time by with just 3 circuits remaining, it is a 6.7 second lead for Clayton Tilley. We come to the popsicle sticks out for your race leader. 2 to run. For Tilley, as we still focus the attention on the drivers sitting 2nd and 3rd right now, and really they don't need to do anything Tilley because Aston Hurley, he is 6.5 seconds clear of Max Bevan. Oh no! Speak too soon, and Aston Hurley goes upside down, and he is out of the event. Max Bevan now slots into position number 3 as the white flag is out. 1 to run for Clayton Tilley. Hurley all but had a podium position locked up at this time by out of turn number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner here tonight in car number 51 is going to be Clayton Tilley. 2nd across the line. Here he is out of turn 4. The NQ7 of Brady Baldwin. And then there is a bit of a gap back to the driver as he comes across the line right there of Max Bevan up to position number 3. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Clayton Tilley with a dominating performance here tonight. Albeit, I could argue, a bit of stroke of luck, but you've got to have the luck on your side. But he was certainly the quickest driver in those last 10 laps or so after the damage to the 15 of Braden Shute. So we'll bring up those feature race results for you right now up on your screen. Clayton Tilley, your winner. Brady Baldwin 2nd. Max Bevan rounds out the top 3. 4th is going to go to Daniel Boyd. Jeremy Frid rounds out your top 5. 6th is going to go to William Pilot. Riley Stewart in 7th. Cameron O'Brien 8th. Jason Crawford 9th. Aston Hurley, who finishes back on pit road in position number 10. Braden Shute home in 11th. 12th is going to go to Ross Kaiser. Blake Walsh in 13th. 14th would be Cahill Gray, Brad O'Brien. Brock Lewis 16th, 17th. Justin Wright, Ricky Stewart, Tyler Bishop, top 20. Mitchell Cartwright and Riley Simpson, the 22 drivers who took to the racetrack for tonight's main event. Well, we've got our top 3 ready to go. And let's go trackside right now and chat to the driver that gets the job done. In car number 51, it's Clayton Tilley. Clayton, buddy, congratulations on this victory. Just the one yellow here in the main event, but boy, you certainly avoided a disaster in turns 3 and 4 with a couple of lap cars who were sort of stuck up on their side, and man, you got the job done. Yeah,
sort of got there in the end. I was looking forward to a good battle there with, I think it was Shute that was trading sliders with me, but I think he got caught in a bit of that lap car mess there, and just I don't know why, but a yellow didn't come out. It should have, but a bit unfortunate for him, but ready to have a good battle. But I'll take the win.
His bad luck is obviously your good fortune. You've got to have a bit of luck in these races, and you certainly had that, but you certainly had some speed, and it all started from qualifying, nearly 0.2 of a second quicker than anybody else, and to do that on a fixed setup, boy, that was certainly something to watch.
Don't ask me to do that again because I won't be able to pull that one out the arse, I reckon.
All right, well, hey, I tell you what, congratulations on the non-wing wing. Hopefully we see you in the wing stuff here in the not-too future. I believe the service should be going up in probably about 10 or 15 minutes' time. But, Clayton, we know that you've got a whole good group of guys behind you. You've got a whole good group of sponsors that help sponsor this race car and race team, and we'll let you thank those people before we let you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Just got to thank all the boys at Momentum and Josh Cooley, all the other fellas. Speedshop51.com, CT Designs, Verdict Clothing, Everything Dirt. I'm sure I'm missing someone else, but yeah. And good recovery for hopefully Josh. He's just come out of surgery, so yeah, good luck to him.
There we go. Clayton Tilley, ladies and gentlemen, home in first place. Home in second place tonight. Well, he certainly had a race on his hands. Brady Baldwin. Brady, congratulations on second spot. Man, I'll tell you what, you and Aston certainly went at it there for a good chunk of that main event, and you come away second. You can't be too disappointed with that one.
Yeah, he kept me honest all race. I was just happy cruising third or fourth or whatever, and I was honestly just cruising along, just trying not to get in the wall because the cushion was pretty gnarly, and I think caught out Braden at the end as well. So but yeah, had a good race with Ashton. He kept me on my toes all race, but unfortunately, I just let Clayton drive away with it.
Have you touched these non-wings since the last round for JSI?
No, not at all. So I've done these for probably like 2 months. So yeah, it's been a while, but we'll take second with that. We're pretty decent qualifying in the heat, and it was just taking it easy on the top there because it was really treacherous, and just wanted to try and bring it home more than anything.
Coming into tonight, you were a bit of uncertainty about if you were going to finish on the podium. We know every driver likes to go out there and they want to win, but what was a goal that Brady Baldwin was going to be happy with at the end of the night?
Roll it in the trailer straight, to be honest. There was a couple, good guys in there with Clay and Brad, Aston, Bishy. They're all good in these cars. So I was just, happy to finish and try and get a top 5 or something like that against these guys that have been, running these fix-ups a bit more than me. So second's pretty good.
Well, we know you couldn't have done this on your own, buddy. We know there's a lot of sponsors, people behind the scenes. Who gets it done for you? Who helped your second spot for a second place finish here tonight?
Yeah, just everyone at SM Simsport, Salem Motorsport, MSP Shop Fittings, KHS Road Doors, Medcash Penrith and South Windsor, Borden Family Racing, Oceanic Dirt Sim Events, and CD Cinematography.
There we go. Brady Baldwin home in second spot. We'll chat to the driver who comes home in third place here tonight. It's Max Bevan. Max, congratulations on third spot. Well, you just had to survive, and it looks like you were just rolling the bottom, and you lucked out into a third. How was that one?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad actually. Just got off to a decent start, and then just had to keep smart through the race. Slowly picking them off was how I got it done. Just rolling the bottom. Yeah, I thought the top was quick, and the bottom it was.
Where did you feel most comfortable? Because this cushion caught a number of drivers out, but where were you most comfortable in that number 68 machine?
Yeah, like a lot of people would run on the top. Well, I tried the top for a couple hours. I didn't feel as confident up there because the cushion was real bitey, but I just rolled the bottom, kind of slide up to mid-track and chop back down, so I felt most comfortable.
All right, well, Max, you come home with the third place with the non-wings. Will we see you for the wing sprint cars here in just a few moments' time?
Yeah, definitely. You'll see me having a crack in the wing sprint cars.
All right, buddy. Well, look, best of luck in the wing sprint cars. Congratulations on the third before we let you go, of course. Any sponsors, any shout-outs you want to give before we let you go?
No, not many shout-outs or sponsors, but yeah.
Sounds good. Good job on third. Good luck in the wing stuff.
Thank you.
There we go. Max Bevan, ladies and gentlemen, home in third place here tonight to wrap up the post-race coverage, the post-race interviews with your top 3 here at the virtual Knoxville Raceway, the sprint car capital of the world. The JSI Racing 360 Wingless. The drivers will have an opportunity to bolt the wings on top. And it is time to go 360 winged sprint car racing here from Knoxville Raceway in just a few moments' time. Again, a big thank you to the sponsors and partners. Big thank you, of course, to World of Thunder Esports League, SRT Australia, Rocket Racing Setups, and Heatwave Designs. Check them out on all those social media pages. Keep up to date with what's going on and support the people that support sim racing. And until next time, on behalf of Brett Wheeler, myself, Brett Wheeler, and the entire management team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, it's not good night. It's we'll see you back shortly.